All right, basically, I'm gonna do this video because I'm sick of people acting like babies and thinking like damn kids and emotional crap and all this. This is what I want to say. Okay, number one, all this racial bullshit right now. Let me tell you how this works. You guys sitting here whining. You can't handle it. Everybody says let's talk about shootings and racism. Let's get it all out. Let's get it all out because I'm irritated. Here's the point. You got shootings, okay? So now we got shootings and say, well, it's because of white supremacy, it's because of shit Trump said. You guys fucking know these idiots. You know why they're doing it. Forget that Trump said something last week or somebody said this week or Obama said something. Look at the reality of these people. The reality is this, is you guys, it's about this party, my party did, your party does this, and this party, all parties are the same, all parties do this. Okay, it don't matter what the parties do. It don't matter what the parties do. Okay, let's say you got the Bible and you got the Quran and you got Buddhism and you got Judaism. Okay, all those have different philosophies and rules, but it's basically the same kind of thing in many ways. But they got philosophies. So if I got a philosophy that comes out the Bible that's different from Islam, and somebody acts on a biblical philosophy in the Bible as opposed to an Islamic philosophy, then you can say, okay, that's Islamic based. Okay, that's based on Islam. Okay. So, or this is based on Christianity or whatever. Okay, whatever that thing is, you can pretty much say this is what happened. Just like if you got kids. If you got kids, okay, if you got kids and you got a bad influence on one of your kids and this kid over here is breaking in houses and your kid starts breaking in houses, okay, now, is that kid's fault your kid's breaking in houses? No. Your kid made that choice. You raise your kid not to break in houses, but your kid falls under the influence of another kid and they break in a house, right? Okay. Is it that kid's fault? No, but that kid helped. That kid's philosophy influenced your child. And your child, all y'all can talk about your kids don't fall under anybody else's influence, but they do. When they get older, they listen to other people other than you. Anybody who's had grown kids, and I do, I got 4 of them that's grown and 1 little one, and they do listen to other people other than the parents. Okay, so if they get to a point where they listen to somebody else, is it that person's fault? Or is it their fault? It's their fault that they acted on it, but there's an influence, okay? So we have to admit there's influences, okay? There's influences in this world. Okay, so that said, we're going to say that the influence is Trump or this or this or this. Let's look at the reality. It's mental illness in the first damn place. Okay, we say there's mental illness issue. How are you going to attack mental illness? This is the real problem, okay? The real problem is this, is you got these do-gooder people years ago that said America's bad, we got to change all this stuff. America did some bad stuff, so everything about America's got to be changed. We're going to straighten it out. We're going to make sure all the people get treated right, all the minorities get treated right, fat people get treated right, gay people get treated right. We're going to do all this stuff and correct it. And we're going to change it. And the way we change it, we stomp tradition and everything everybody believes in the fucking ground. And we get rid of all the traditional stuff because that's bad. Don't look at any good things in the traditional stuff. Don't look at any good influences there. Don't look at any of that. Just smash it all to hell because it's all bad. It's all bad. It comes from, it comes from white people, by the way. And it's bad. We don't want that. We want this multicultural thing so we're all inclusive and everybody believes in nothing. Okay, so we want that. Because white people are bad. Because a lot of white people came to this country and did bad shit. So we got to get rid of that. Get rid of all the tradition. We can't have tradition because tradition is bad. Okay? And that's what started it. So we start getting rid of tradition. Let's get rid of Christians are judgmental. We got to slam that. Get rid of Christianity. Get rid of all these things. There's some bad Christians out there. There's bad this. There's bad that. There's bad white folks. There's racism. Some white people are racist. Let's stomp that in the ground. Let's make sure white people make up for racism and kiss ass the rest of their life. And white people are blamed for every situation. That's basically where we got with that. Destroy tradition. Destroy all the traditional values, the old traditional situation, and create a new system. And they won't admit that that's their religion, that that's a new system, okay? That new system. So when you sit here and have a shooting, and you say, we have a shooting, this guy's mentally ill. Obviously, they're all mentally ill. We have a mental illness problem, okay? What are we going to do about it? How in the hell can you even define mental illness anymore? You can't. When I was a kid, homosexuality was considered mental illness. But gay people didn't hurt anybody, so they said, fuck it, we ain't going to say that. No, that's reality. Look up the history of that. Look up the history. In the 70s, they finally said, well, gay people ain't hurting nobody, so who cares if it's mental illness? We ain't going to say that no more. That's basically what happened. They had a meeting and they said, what do they say anymore? Well, look it up. You got rehab programs created by two guys in the early 1900s and 12-step programs. All this shit we're using now, okay, to say these people are sick and they're victims when it comes to drug addiction. And we're all on drugs, okay? Because we said forget traditional values, so we're going to all take care of ourselves with drugs. We're going to medicate. How you going to tell a kid not to use drugs when the answer is to go to the doctor and get them to give you drugs for your behavior? Okay, well, I'm behaving badly. I'm going to go get drugs from the doctor. Well, I'm mentally ill, so I'm not responsible for my own actions anymore. Okay? That's what. So then that's the case. When you're mentally ill, nothing's your fault. When you're a drug addict, nothing's your fault. The only people you got to get mad at is the people who love you, who don't do drugs, and bitch about it. They're the piece of shit. That's what the rehab tells you. I've been through that too. Had two wives, and had heroin addicts in my life, and a heroin addicted son at birth, and I've been through it. So I know what rehabs do. So they get in there and tell them, oh, well, they're victims. Everybody's bad. Who ain't bad? Who's a bad person in this life? Drug dealer's not bad. It's not his fault. It's not the drug dealer's fault. It's not the addict's fault. It's your fault because you give a damn about the addict. So you're an enabler. So the hell with you. And that's basically what they say. Because why? Because the person who is the enabler, like that gives a shit, is traditional value. Because traditional value is bad. Anything that's traditional values are bad. That says you don't get up and get high every day. That's traditional value. Ooh, how dare you tell me that? I'm sick. How dare you? How are you going to identify mental illness when I can become a tree? I can identify as a tree, or oh, hey, 3-year-olds need to chop their dick off. Hey, you're 3. Hey, you're a boy. Oh, no, you're not. Chop your cock off. You're a fucking girl today. How are you going to tell the person that they're mentally ill? What is mental illness then? What is mental illness when every damn thing you can imagine to be, do, or pretend to be is not considered mentally ill or a mental issue? I mean, this kid out here plays Call of Duty. He's a damn hitman or a soldier or whatever because he played a video game. So he's identifying as a goddamn sniper or identifying. What is the difference? Be honest. Is he any more mentally ill than somebody that has a penis and wants to have a boob job and then call herself a woman? When there's a lot, and then we say, well, women are more than just body parts. Not when it's a man wanting to be a woman. I mean, how you say if I said women with boobs, women got to have tits and ass to be a woman. Whether you get a woman that's thin and she's a woman and she's a female, okay, but then you get a man that's thin and he can be like no tits and no ass and say, well, I'm a woman too. But all this, nobody's gonna take him serious till he goes get a boob job and takes hormones and shit. Okay, so then why? So then you're basically saying that a woman ain't nothing but what their body looks like, and that's the most sexist, stupid thing. This shit all contradicts itself. It all doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense. It contradicts. And then you guys complain about why, illegal immigrants is racist. Talking about illegal immigrants, talking about people. Think about the reality of it. I live in a neighborhood full of people that like this. They all get EBT. They all get food stamps. They all get benefits. And you say they don't? There's a immigrant guideline or non-citizen guidelines to get benefits in every state. Go look it up. Type it in Google. It's there. So they can get any benefits they want. If they got kids here, they get benefits. They get food stamps. They all got EBT cards. They get that when they get jobs, they underbid people. They put people out of business. Okay? Because they did my family. They put people out of business. They go out here. They don't have to pay insurance. These stupid ass white people hire them, and they put them in there, and they give them. They say, "Well, I ain't worried about paying workers' comp. They'll just go to the emergency room. The emergency room pay for it. They don't have to pay for insurance. They don't have to pay for all these. They don't have to turn in taxes. So they can underbid anybody with that shit. They go get crews of Mexicans or crews of guys from Guatemala or Honduras or wherever, and they just underbid everybody else that's doing it right. So these guys are slave labor, and they get hurt. They don't get no deal. They got to go to the emergency room. They don't get free the benefits that you're supposed to get because they got no green card. They're not coming here illegally. They're not coming here like they're supposed to. And why is it so big, such a big deal being accounted? Oh, boo, they got to be accounted for. You same motherfuckers, if you saved your money and you went to out here and you went to Disney World or even a water park and saw somebody jumping over a fence and you just paid $300 to get you and your kids in there, you're going to get mad, aren't you? You're going to sit here and say, no, they're just wanting to enjoy Disneyland or Disney World. I'm going to let them enjoy Disney World because I don't want to hate on those poor people that just jumped the fence after I paid $300 to get in here because that would be mean and not, you same motherfuckers. I mean, think about this. like I said, if your family, you pay all this money to get in Disney World, and you see a family jump over the fence with all their kids, and they get in there for free, and they don't pay, you're going to say something. But yet you don't have no problem with somebody coming in the country over time getting thousands of dollars in benefits, college grants for their kids, medical care, housing, whatever they can get out of it. Way more than the Disneyland trip. Way more than that. In tax, not paying taxes, way more than that. Bringing other people here, sending money back over. You ain't got no problem with that. But you would not want your kids, if you took your kids to Disneyland, you would get mad, or Disney World or water park or wherever. You get mad because they're not accounted for. Because they didn't come through the gate and pay like you did. But you hypocrites you would do it. You would do it. And you're sitting here saying, you're racist, you're a bigot because you don't want these people coming here. The people are not born illegal. Well, nobody's... what I do? I go to water parks. Say, water belongs to everyone. The water belongs to everyone. Why is this water park allowed to hoard the water? This is the world. This comes from the world. I should be allowed to go in the water park and get into the swimming pool because this is the world's water. Why should you be allowed to charge me to come in this water park? And everybody would look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, that's the truth. Nobody is gonna sit here and when it's anything else. If I'm driving down the street and I've got my Bluetooth in, now I get a ticket if I'm on the phone with no Bluetooth. But then my neighbors can go back here with a damn, 8 bowl of Coke in the truck, drive down the street and not get pulled over because they're afraid of racial profiling and just do what they want to do. And they ain't even legally here. And they're supposed to be fines for that. And there's supposed to be rules about that. But they're not paying no taxes, not doing this, not doing that. But I didn't have my Bluetooth in. So I'm getting this $100 whatever ticket. But this guy here ain't getting shit for a fine because of his race. So is that racism there? Oh, he's brown, so I can't pull over a brown person. And you guys talk about how white people are so bad. White people run this country pretty much. It's mostly white supremacy. Let me tell you something. There ain't no fucking white supremacy. All you people tell you, if you're calling yourself a white supremacist, you're a fucking moron. Grow up too, because everybody's banging everybody else. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Okay? I know white people get fucked with, and I know white people get treated. You sit here and talk about, go to a school where there's white kids and ain't very many white kids. It's mostly black or Latino kids, and you see how they get treated. You think it's that bad, or you think that it doesn't work both ways. Go to the prison system. Watch how black people run that shit. Watch how Latino people run the prison system. Go look at these things. If you think that it doesn't work that way. And better yet, you want to talk about how bad the white people... Okay, let's say the white people run America and we are so bad, okay? Now, name one damn country I could go to anywhere else that gives a shit about my rights as a person that's not their color. If I go to China and start hemming and hawing about my rights of religion, freedom of religion, and this and this and this, and my rights as a white male, they don't give a damn, okay? And they don't give a damn if I go anywhere. India, Japan... I'm not saying that there ain't nice people in the countries and they don't treat people good, but if I went up there and tried to get in the government's face and say, I want this, and this change in your government, okay, but see, America, they do shit. We actually try to welcome people. All we're asking is be fucking accounted for. All we're asking is go by the damn rules. But, that's too much. You're racist because you're saying go by the rules. Oh, that's so racist. That's hate. Everything's hate. You're like a baby. You're babies. You run around, call everything hate. Everything you don't agree with is racism, hate, it's racism. It's damn common sense. It's common sense. You come here, you wouldn't want somebody coming to your house. You wouldn't want somebody going in the water park. You guys wouldn't even want somebody jump in front of you in line at Walmart. Would you let people jump in front of you in the line or get your parking place? You're the same assholes that are, let me tell you, I'm supposed to be the bad guy. But I'm the guy that opens the door for people. I'm the guy that lets you have the parking place and I walk. I don't care. It's not because of your race. If I see a woman, if I see a black woman with a bunch of kids driving by and trying to get a good park place, you have the park place. You got kids. I see people with children. I don't give a damn what color they are, but I'm just giving an example. Okay? Where do I get those values? I sure as hell don't get them from liberalism. I go out here, I don't give a damn if somebody's illegal. Okay? I work with a lot of illegal people every day. I talk to them, I'm nice to them. I don't have no hate for them. But it ain't their fault really that they're getting away with the shit. Make it where it's hard for them to do it, and if they do it, give them a system where they want to come here and work their ass off. That's fine with me, but just get it where they're accountable. That's all we asking. And nobody give me that freedom in any other country. Nobody's even gonna give me a system. You can't even get citizenship. I don't give a damn what pot smoking, who has legal pot places you guys think in Europe are so great. This shit don't work like that everywhere else. We're trying. All us bad white people that run this country supposedly are trying to be fair, but you can't just let it go wide open because it ain't working. It's causing problems that you guys, if you don't understand the problems it causes, and just, oh yeah, you're afraid of brown people. It's not about being afraid of brown people. Everybody in my fucking family is not white but me. He said, man, I got 5 children. They're all different colors, okay? I got black children, Asian children, all this shit. And they're dating and married to, or dating Latino people and everybody else. I don't give a damn about that shit. I don't care. I really don't even have pretty many white people in my life anymore. Most people in my life ain't even white. I don't even fit in with white people. I don't even have hardly that many white friends anymore. Okay? Because I'm so damn weird. To them, I'm weird. But my point is, it ain't about that. Let them do what they got to do the right way. That's all we're asking. It ain't nobody want white supremacist shit. You want to say, I ain't no white supremacist. I don't give a shit about that stuff. All I care about is people making it where, number one, they come here. It's better on them. They get workman's comp. They get paid good wages, and if they're better than me at my job, then they'll compete. I'll compete with them. Compete. These guys shouldn't be making some damn slave wage and then benefiting from the fact they don't pay taxes, so they're making the same as me after the slave wage. No, they should be paying in. All you liberals are so about taxes and fair shit and fair this and that, but you sure as hell don't care if they pay taxes. Let them pay taxes. Let them come in, pay taxes. Let them do what they're supposed to do. Let them get a fair wage. Let them get workman's comp. Let them get benefits. Let them get all the shit that you're supposed to get working a job. And everybody in America's got the same deal. That's all we ask. Everybody's got the same deal. You always talk about level the playing field. You can't level the playing field like this. That's because you dumbasses that believe this shit, number one, think you're doing something that's right and moral because somebody told you it's right. But you're not thinking about reality. You think like a baby. It is not right to do it this way. Okay? It's not right. What it is right if everybody is doing the rules. Okay? Just like when you go to the movies, just like when you go to the line at the grocery store, just like when you do anything. Everybody go by the system. Go by the rules. Go by that system. Come here. My wife is a resident alien. She's got a green card. Okay? You guys think I'm some hating racist. I've got a wife that is not even a citizen. That's a resident alien legally here. Okay? So I'm not like this, I'm not this racist, hating ass motherfucker. I live this shit. And there's ways to do it. I live it. I also live around drug dealers. I also see people get shot over drug shit. I also know that a lot of drugs come here from the border. I also know there's a lot of heroin. I also lost people because of heroin and fentanyl and have friends dead and have people dead in my family's kids and everybody else. We've lost people because of drugs. I care about the situation. You think it's just somebody saying something because deep down what you guys think? Well, they're just racist. There's this racist person. They're just saying this shit because Donald Trump says it and they're all racist. And it's like they tell you Donald Trump said something racist, so something happened, so it's Donald Trump's fault. Donald Trump, listen to the words actually he says. And then he got told, well, it's a dog whistle. Everything, well, it's just, they're signaling. He's saying these code words. It's just so stupid that you fall for all that crap. It's like, oh, the Trumpsters, I don't give a fuck about, I'm a policy person. I don't care if Trump's doing policies I like, good. Okay, but the man ain't doing all these things that you guys get listening. They're saying that the only reason they got a problem with Trump is because Trump represents the values and the shit. Even though he's not perfect, but he's a threat because he's wanting to bring back that way we used to think in this country. the good parts of it, not the bad parts. You guys can't figure that out. There's a lot of good shit that we used to do and think in this country. And you guys say, oh, it's bad because somebody told you it's bad. They've told you it's all bad. You're not thinking about really how it worked. We didn't have mass shootings. We didn't have all these things. People stayed married. Families stay together. You think these people want your family split up so you can get on welfare and get on government assistance. They won't want you to have loyalty and have family. They don't want that because they want to control you. They don't want you. Think about the gun control argument. Every time, let's get all the guns. No one damn good and well it won't change a thing. They know it ain't going to change nothing. They're just jumping on it. They think you're so dumb that you believe every time they say, let's get the guns, let's get the guns, let's get the guns. Why are they so obsessed with it? You think they really care about you or somebody who got shot in Texas? They don't give a damn. You guys are the first people in line to say politicians don't care about you when they're talking about a conservative. But when you talk about a Democrat, you really think they care anymore? Oh, they're all the same. Well, they're not all the same when you're listening to their garbage. Saying they care. Oh, they care. They're trying to get the guns off the street. They don't give a shit about those guns. They're going to have their guns. They think they know that they're covered. They don't give a shit about you. And you guys, I get it. You don't live in places where you got to care. I know. I work in rich neighborhoods all day. I'm around rich people all day. And then I go home to this shit here, and I'm afraid to walk to the car sometimes because people get shot in the parking lot. Lady got mugged a few days ago, knocked down, bank bag stolen. Beat up in the parking lot car. My car got stolen a few years ago when I was in there and come out like an idiot. My Buick got stolen, crashed into projects. The reason I didn't file a police report there and I had to come home is because a woman got kidnapped and raped the same day. So that's an important thing. You guys, I'll feel it out at home. That's what matters. She matters. Don't even worry about me. If I can file the report from my house, I'll do it. My car is nothing. The hell with the car. So I did that. My daughter's seen people dead. My other daughter, she saw a person shot. My little one, my youngest, out here when we came back, she saw where the rope was roped off. My wife was attacked when she was pregnant. My daughter was robbed at gunpoint a few years ago when she still lived here when she was probably 16 or 17. Out there with friends, they robbed all of her friends, took their iPhones, took their money. Kid used to pick on my son, got shot down here at the bus stop. I heard his brother got shot too, or he died, or whatever. We've had a lot of shootings, a lot of violence. And, drugs are pretty much, but you guys don't talk about that. It's what kills me. Gun violence. This is not gun violence. All this shit in Chicago is drug violence. There wouldn't be no people shooting each other. There wouldn't drug territory or drug deals going on. That's all it is. But you guys don't think about that because that's recreational shit that you guys love to do. So we're not going to talk about the drugs. And you want to really talk about the problem? It ain't the goddamn guns. See, they couldn't even buy the guns without the dope money. And you guys don't want to bring that up. So you love using your drugs, but you don't admit the real problem. You blame Trump, blame this, blame this, blame this. Blame the fucking drugs too. We don't want to blame the drugs for anything. Because that's fun time shit. That's do what you want to do. Be happy. Don't blame the drugs. We can't do that. Because that's something we can't control anyway. We got to have drugs. Well, if we stop the war on drugs, yeah, right. You really think you stop the war on drugs, you're going to stop gangs? These guys will still be messing with drugs. Whatever drugs ain't legal. Unless you legalize every single solitary drug that's ever invented. Then what? Heroin, crack, whatever. Just legalize all of it. And then there's no gang revenue. So I guess what they do? Big home invasions. What are they going to do next? Because you guys don't understand. You don't want to admit it. You want to talk about all these things, but you go buy your drugs. You do your dope, which fuels gangs and fuels gun violence, as we call it, which is really drug violence. You want to do your drug, you want to go live your lifestyle, and then you want to feel good about yourself, so you just talk shit about people you think are racist or bad because you're told they are. And you don't think about really what they're dealing with. My dad had a business for years, and he took his own life. We lost the business. We were underbid, and it was thrown in our face. And guess what word they use? We got Mexicans that'll do this. And guess what? Some of the people that stole the work happen to live next door to my mom over there. And my son's working for the same people right now. My son's subcontracting because they do the same type of work that we did. He was working with those guys subbing out. So he's working with them. Not that I think that's the best thing for him to do, but he grew up with those kids next door. Their Latino kids grew up here, but their parents aren't, parents don't have no papers, but they're here. They're citizens. He works with them. And guess what? They're getting normal pay. They're not living off nothing. They're not getting this, $8, $10 an hour bullshit. They're getting normal money because they're citizens. which is what we all should try to do, or be citizens, or get green cards, or do something and get the money we're supposed to get instead of this bullshit, and quit whining and call everybody racist when they disagree with you. Quit being a baby. Now, yeah, what I say sounds angry. Some people need to get the point. Anger, it's not anger, it's just frustration. And I'm not angry. I'm not no serial killer. I'm not no mass shooter. That's some dumb shit. All that mass shooting shit. Most of these people, mass shooting people, don't respect guns, have no respect for weapons. Stupid people go out here and I'm going to get the world back for my shit. You're babies too. You can't handle conflict. I've been lied on, cheated on, dumped, hurt, burned out, business taken out from under me, and I've handled it like a man. Handle shit like a man. That's another reason why we got mass shooters. They're boys because they don't know how to be men because we're telling them not. We're letting them be crybabies. Well, who does that? So you can sit here and say, well, Republicans do this wrong. It's not about Republicans and Democrats. Again, it's not about parties. It's about life philosophy. And guess what? That life philosophy that we stomp down all the shit we used to believe in only comes from one place, and it comes from liberalism, and that's where it comes from. So if you want to sit here and you can call me crazy and you can say dirty things about me, you can be mad, you can hate me or whatever, but you don't want to sit here. If you think that way, there's not a goddamn thing I said that's not real, accurate, or true. And if you don't think it's true, then you're just blinding yourself. There's no hate here. I love everybody. I love my kids. I don't give a damn what race you are. I don't give a damn none of that shit. But I hate when people are racist both directions. I mean, if a woman comes out to me and says, I only date black guys, white men make me sick, that's racist to me. And I've heard that a million times. You hear that in the hood all the time. White women, I want to date white dudes. My kid's too pale. I've heard that shit. Like they're worried that their kid's going to be, when they're pregnant, instead of saying, I hope my child's healthy, they're like, I hope my child ain't too light. I've actually heard that out of people's mouths. Is that racism? Yes, it is. Why would a person hate their own people that bad? I don't know. And no black person should hate their race, and no white person should hate their race. And when I hear black men that only date white women talking bad about black women, my daughter's a black woman, and talking about nasty things I've heard out of black men. When I had a black club and some stuff, I said, you can't say that about your own women. Your mother's a black woman. You don't say that. If I said that, I would be the biggest racist in the world. There's all kinds of racism. My point is there's lots of racism. It goes many ways. These people from El Salvador and these Mexicans hate each other. Oh, if you're from El Salvador, you're crap. Honduran people hate these people. Fucking Vietnamese people hate Laos people, where my wife comes from. It's all kinds of hate, man. You guys sit here and act like it's just some white people shit. The only difference I see is this white country here is in the white countries in Europe, and the only ones actually trying to do a little something about it. They're the only ones actually that try to talk about it. Nobody else says that they got hate problems. We all try to say, hey, we got some problems here. We got to try to treat everybody fairly and nice. We actually do it. We're actually acting on it. Nobody else is that I see. So quit living in the world that's been created for you to be angry. And if you're thinking about shooting anything up or doing something stupid, you can just send me a goddamn message or something. If you're that damn low, I don't care if you want to commit suicide, if you want to shoot somebody, you go wipe out a fucking bunch of people or something. You don't know me, but I'm telling you, talk to me, call me, get in touch with me. We'll sit down and talk about this shit, because that's not a way to feel. Whether it's taking your own life or taking other people's life that you don't know, taking people's life for no reason. I seem like I'm a harsh person, but I've been through a lot of things, seen a lot of things. Everybody knows me, knows that. I ain't the best person in the world, but I ain't the worst. But anybody that needs to talk to anybody about anything, if you think you're going to do something dumb, I've got plenty of time to talk to you. I'll make time. I'm very busy and I work a lot, but I will make sure that I at least try to give you a piece of myself, whatever I got to do to stop you from doing any dumb shit. Anybody want to do any dumb shit now, right now? If you want to do some dumb shit, I'm here, okay? That's how we all need to be. We see young men that are screwing up. Get on that man's ass. Be good to people. I see people getting hurt, getting bullied, and not being treated right every day, and I try to get on that and see what's up with it. And some people need to be hazed and joked with a little bit because some people ain't tough enough. Some people need to be tough. Some of you guys that are whining around like that, you need to be tougher. World is a tough place. You can't just shoot and kill and murder your way out of anything. Well, I'll just kill everybody and the cops will kill me and I'll go to jail. Whatever. That's just that's stupid. You're giving the life as a gift. You got so many things that you could do. You have children. All these mass shooters didn't have kids. Imagine when you hold that baby, man, that's the best thing in the damn world. I mean, I couldn't see doing anything like, going nuts. Maybe I'd go nuts if I lost kids, but that's all of us. But these things with these mass shooters, they've never held their own babies. They never had a baby. They never had a child. And they don't think they will. I think it's, I was times I felt hopeless, like I'm never going to get married. I ain't a pretty motherfucker, I'm never going to get married. Nobody loves me. Along all my friends, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. Everybody got married out of high school but me. Here I am running a damn strip club in my 20s. So I had a different life. I was working for gangsters when I was a kid. Oh, y'all know that. Working for bad guys and stuff, And thank God I didn't take it too far and make an idiot of myself and go to prison. I did the right thing when I had to, and I worked for bad people, but I was a good man. I tried to be a good man around bad things. And I probably shouldn't have been there, but a lot of you know me and love me from it. So anyway, this is a long thing. But we have got to stop whining around and look at things as they are. You're not going to stop mass shootings until you're your brother's keeper to a degree. We've got to stop with these crazy people. I know we should turn them in. Well, hey, these people we need to turn in. We're even trying to talk to them. We're trying to help them out. We're even trying to see what we can do ourselves. Maybe we can't. We ain't all mental health professionals, but you got to put yourself out there too, We all do. If we want to stop it and make a better world, we got to put ourselves out there instead of sitting there fighting about racism and shit. Probably nobody will ever see this video. It means anything, but this is my video. Those of you who love and know me, it's for you. You guys have a great day. And I know I sound angry, but I am because people dying over stupidity, and then people arguing about it, and people calling people racist, and people using those terms constantly. Racist, hate. We're creating hate because we're not listening to each other. Hate is coming from the fact we don't listen to each other. That's where the real hate comes from. We're creating hate by talking about it and accusing people of hate that don't hate. Now, then they're like, man, you know what? I'm having second thoughts. I'm really starting to feel hateful right now because of the way I'm getting treated. We're treating each other worse and worse and worse every damn day. And I'm guilty of it. I'm getting angry as hell, some of the stupidity of people. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Hope that helps somebody. Like I said, if you're seeing this video, there's some way you can contact me maybe. If you got a problem you think I can help you with. And I have seen been through a lot of bad shit. And I can't go into details here, but a lot of you, I'll share anything I gotta feel like I gotta share. If I ever share anything that stopped one person from suicide or a mass murder or doing something to hurting somebody else, if I could ever stop that, my life would be worthwhile. If I could ever just talk to people and make something work better. You guys, love you all. Maybe somebody will watch this video, I don't know.